But the two main, or the three main ones are it elevates the blood glucose level, it raises blood pressure, and it suppresses the immune response. Why? Because the immune response takes up energy and you're trying to conserve energy, so you suppress the immune response. Alright, cortisol is produced in babies in response to stress. So the baby is lying there, it's cold, it's hungry, and its nappy is wet. That is how it responds, right? So the result of this is a release of cortisol, which causes the baby to feel stress. And because it can't talk, it cries. Now,
20.
once a baby is stressed, it's very difficult for conditions to return back to normal. If you have ever experienced a crying baby, you will know this. So what you have to do,
You have a baby?
you have to pick it up, you have to put it on your shoulder, you have to pat his back, you have to sing to it, you have to rock from side to side, make hoochie coochie noises.
Make him feel warm.
And eventually, what happens? It stops crying.
Yes.
Or you change its nappy, or you feed it, or you keep it warm, and all these things. You soothe it. Now, the baby is fed and it's soothed, and the soothing process is what is responsible for dispensing the cortisol. The baby is full of cortisol, but that cortisol is negated by soothing. It causes the cortisol to disperse. So why does love matter? Well, love matters. Why is this important? If you have a baby which is full of cortisol because it's living under stressful conditions, that cortisol will not disperse. And if it's not soothed, then the cortisol remains and the baby becomes filled, if you like, with cortisol. Now, the result of this over a long period of time is that the cortisol response becomes unusual and the baby begins to produce either very high levels of cortisol or very low levels of cortisol. Both of these have cortisol. Both of these things, it now is very clear, are associated with complications that come later in life. Where there's downregulation of cortisol, in other words, where the levels of cortisol become low, then the baby is likely to develop into an aggressive and unpredictable adult. This is the sort of behavior that is associated with low background levels of cortisol. High cortisol levels are generally associated with heart disease and obesity later in life. So these things, which happen when the baby is only very small, become very important. Also probably have an effect on the serotonin system, which is the system which is largely concerned to control depression. And therefore probably cortisol levels have a link with depression. This is another story. I don't really want to show it to you because it's 6:45, so why don't you ask me at the end? So, where is this going? Is it going anywhere? It's going somewhere because guess what? High levels of cortisol have an effect on the development of the prefrontal cortex. Remember that? That was the social part of the brain. Cortisol is toxic to brain development. It stops the brain development. So what this means is that stressed babies, not to put too important stress is anyway generally have smaller brains. Babies that are emotionally neglected, physically neglected, are small.
Both.
3-year-old babies brain scan. This is the 50th percentile of brain, of head diameter for a 3-year-old. In other words, it's the absolute average, right in the middle of the distribution of head size for a 3-year-old baby. Brain. Neglected baby, 3-year-old brain, same age. What do you know? It's smaller, its head is smaller, its brain is smaller, its brain is shriveled. You can't believe it's like two different species. So, what happens